Hi, everyone. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is Total Chaos. We're doing MLB today. We've got 5 baseball games that are happening this Tuesday, April the 19th. These 3 handicappers are going to tell us if they go over or under the total. Before we get started, I need everyone to like and subscribe, and please ring that bell so you can get notified every time we have a new video. And don't forget also about the official sponsor of Picks and Parlays and the Max Wagers Network. It's Caesar Sportsbook. Promo code MORNINGCZR, or check out the description of this video. There's a link. You click it. It takes you right there, and you get up to $1,100 in first bet insurance. That's for all new accounts in legal states. Please gamble responsibly. All right, guys, you ready to get this party started? Up first, I've got Sean Higgs. You can find him at Mr. Sean Higgs. You're 39, 39, and 2, Higgy. Ooh, it ain't good. It ain't, no, it ain't bad. How you feeling, Higgs?
I got to improve that total cash record, that's for sure.
That last one you did was a humdinger. You were 2 and 4 on your last one against Reichel, and that was a tough NBA one. So
I think I did hit the game there because we tied. I think I had 213 and he had 219, so I won because I was.
You did. You won the score. Yeah, you won. I have it. Here's my notes. See, Higgs Reichel. Higgs wins with score. Tim, you were 3 and 2. Scott Steen was 1 and 4. Daniel Henderson was 3 and 2. So Tim, you had a winning record on your last round, but 32, 40, and 1 for the year. You're catching up. You had like 2 bad rounds, and you're really making some ground here. So how you feeling, Tim?
Yeah, sorry, my thing keeps freezing for whatever reason. But yeah, it was a rough start to the year. I think college basketball was that there was like a stretch where we were horrible. Yeah, and then I'm slowly starting to catch back up. So that should be positive within the next month and a half.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you at least that. And Donald Wallace, one of my OG morning woodies, you were 1 and 2 in your first round of Total Chaos. That's not bad. You got one. How you feeling about being back in the ring, Donald?
I'm good and surprised to see Tim in it. I was glad to see Tim. We talk on the social media all the time about games. I think I'm always going against him and his brother, and I don't think they care for it too much.
Sometimes that's how it works out. Sometimes we don't all agree all the time. And this is the perfect show for not all agreeing all the time. So let's get this party started. Higgs, you're going to start us off with the Angels at the Astros. The number's 8.5. Is it going over? What are you giggling about? Over or under the total?
No, I didn't know. We saw my daughter just kind of like walked in. They don't understand. You think they know by now. It's only been, 18 years doing videos. But let me just wander in whenever. I'm not going to knock on the door. Whatever. I'm going to go under the total here. Basically, for me, Houston has not hit all year. And I like Valdez. And believe it or not, I think Sandoval's not too shabby here for the Halo. So give me the under in the 8.5 here. Again, 2 teams not really hitting. And then, we can throw the whole Trout injury out there with his hand, whatever. 2 offenses, not really doing much right now. Give me the under. Give me the under.
All right. I'm giving it to you. Tim Earl, what do you want?
I'm going to go under as well. I like Framber Valdez. He's going to be a strong pitcher this year. He had a really good last year. We saw him a lot in the playoffs. I feel like this is going to be a good he's going to be the best part of this rotation for the Astros. And Patrick Sandoval, I think he's going to take a step up this year. I think he's going to have another solid start. Mike Trout is expected. Yeah, I'm going to go under as well in this one. I froze for a minute. Yeah, it happens. I don't know why it's going. It's driving me nuts. It happens a lot, but
I went through it. I go under. All last week.
So.
Yeah, I went through it all last week with my internet, so I can't even gripe. Donald Wallace, over or under the total?
Well, it looks like Allie, we're going to make it a triple. I'm in agreement with these guys. Looking at Valdez, he's only given up about 1 run in about 9.2 innings. Sandoval, as Tim said, I think he's going to be a great guy this season. Looking at his record from last season, he only gave up like 4 runs in 5 games, so I'm going to take the under 2 as well.
All right. That's the way we're going to play. Valdez is my favorite Astros pitcher, so I'm excited about tomorrow as well. I actually bet against them today, though. I took the Angels on the run line today.
Me too.
Did you too? Okay, fair enough. Phillies are at the Rockies. It's 11.5. Tim, you're up first on this one.
Yeah, a lot of people see Coors Field and they love going overs, and I'm going right to the under. I know.
Because
There we go. There we go. Because I keep Freeland, but Kyle Freeland. I know it's not a pretty pick. He has not been good this year. 0-2 at the 10 ERA. Still early. I don't mind it. Kyle Gibson, I think, is going to have a strong game. I'm going to go under.
all right, we're calling him Kyle now for sure. It's definitely Kyle. Me and Tim always call him Kurt. What do you got on this, Donald Wallace?
I actually have the opposite. I have the over on this one. I'm going to stick with it. I look at Freeland. He's 0-2 so far this season. He has an ERA of 10.0. He has a whip of 2, and he's given up 10 runs in the last 9 innings. And looking at the Phillies, they're 4-6 right now. They're averaging 4 runs in the last 5 games. I just believe he's going to go ahead and stay and go over.
The Phillies owe me money right now. Sean Higgs, what do you think?
I'm with Dom. I'm going over the total. And listen, Freeland had a great year in 2018. And I think people think like, oh, he's a solid guy at home. He hit 17-7, 285 ERA. That was 4 or 5 years ago. He's been injured. And his ERA, like this year, like last year, the year before that, it's in the mid-4s. It's approaching 5 here at home. And the Phillies, and I'm not a lover of the Phillies. Are they good? Yeah. The offense here, I think, is going to tee off and get 5 or 6 runs. And this was actually on 11 earlier today when I saw this number. So now it's ticked up 11.5. I think Gibson is bad enough where he's going to give up some runs because it is Colorado. And the Rocky offense, basically like a three-man team right now. You got like Crohn's hitting and a couple other guys. Not much offense going. But give me the over 11.5 here. I think it's going to be like a 8-5 kind of game.
An 8-5 kind of game. All right, we're going the Reds at the Padres. It's 7.5. Donald Wallace, you start this one off.
All right. Well, this one, the Reds are, as of right now, 2-8. They're going to be starting the rookie Sumerian. He's 0-1, has a 6.14 ERA, about a 1.5 WHIP. He's given up 6 runs in the last 5 games. As for the Padres, they're pretty much rolling. They average 2 runs in the last 5 games. And I believe they're playing Musgrove is scheduled to start that game. He has a 1.42 ERA and a WHIP of 0.71. So I believe it's still going to go over. I think the rookie's going to get plastered in this game, even though I think he has the potential to be better throughout the season. But I think he's going to get plastered this game. Take the over.
I know I sure get plastered when I go to baseball games. Sean Higgs, what do you got?
Yeah, this was a tough one for me. I'm still, Musgrove. I like Musgrove. I think he's a good fit for San Diego here. I'm going to go under. I was torn on this, and if I was going to be the last guy in the car here, I probably would have just jumped on with everybody else's direction. Because my concern is, what is Sam Martin going to give for us here? Because as a starter this year, he got shelled by the Braves, gave up like 5 runs in 2 innings or something. Right. Then he came out of the bullpen, 2 hits in 5 and third. Like, so am I going to get the guy who's going to come out here and not give up nothing for 4 or 5 innings? But even if he does give something up, I don't mind because I don't think San Diego offense is super. I think Musgrove will be able to shut down the Reds offense, though, so I'm going to the 7-1.
All right, you're the tiebreaker, Timmy. What do you got?
I'm going to be back in Higgs. I like the under. It's more of I don't trust either of the offenses. San Martin can throw a bad game or can throw a good game. It don't matter. The Padres have not been hitting all that well. And I think if the Padres get 4 runs, they have a shot to win this game. Cincinnati's done nothing besides – I feel like Cincinnati, we saw them their first weekend. They had a good series against Atlanta. And then since then, they've lost 6 games, all of them on the run line. I could see this one being a 4-2 type game where they put up a little bit of a fight, but this one's still going to go under.
Okay. So a little disagreement there, but it's okay. We're going to move into the Rangers at the Mariners. It's 7.5. Higgs, I think you go first here. What you got?
I'm going under. I've been on Seattle unders the entire season. Nothing has changed. They've yet to begin to hit, so I'm not going to go over here thinking they're going to break out. Gray is not some super stud guy, but you know what? Seattle is more of a pitcher's park than anything. And I got Robbie Ray on the other side of things. So I got 2 decent pitchers. I got a guy who's a Cy Young candidate. 2 offenses that, okay, Rangers hit a little bit at home. They put up some runs against Toronto, but we saw Toronto straighten themselves out. I'm going under. Not overthinking my numbers here. Under the total.
Don't overanalyze. All right, Rangers Mariners 7.5. Tim Earl, what's your play?
I'm going with the under as well. If this one was in Texas, it would be an over, and it would be no doubter. In Seattle's a very pitcher-friendly ballpark, and I could see Robbie Ray having a good game. I could see John Gray in Seattle have a good game. I don't like these offenses. Well, sorry, the Seattle offense has been a little bit sketchy. They had one good game where they scored 11 runs against Houston, and that was pretty much it. And I'm not high on this offense. Texas could put up 4 or 5 runs, but at the end of the day, I think this one
He's on the under.
one could be
Under it is.
under, yes.
All right. A lot just happened in that 30 seconds. Donald, what do you got, over or under?
Well, I'm going to go over here. I don't have to disagree with these guys. The Rangers in the last 5 games have averaged 4 runs. I know that's a lot, about one run per game, no offense. But I just feel that playing in Seattle at the Mariners place, I just think it's going to go over to 7.5. I just believe that.
I just believe it. Sometimes you just got to believe it. All right, we got the new champions versus the old champions going head to head. Braves, Dodgers, the number's 8. Tim, you want to give this another shot?
Let's try this. Hopefully I don't freeze. I'm going you know what? I'm going to finish it off by going under. I think I've gone under on every single one. Tomorrow just seems like a good pitching day. With the matchups that we got in this, I feel like you're going to get a good one. Max Fried and Walker Buehler, 2 solid pitchers. And Walker, there we go. With Fried being above 5 and Walker Buehler, he wasn't exactly himself as the first game that he pitched. I could say this one being a 4-3 type game and going under.
All right. Donald, your thoughts, sir?
I'm gonna take the over. My Braves haven't been too good this year, but I think they still have it in them. They'll come around about mid-season and get back in the form. And the Dodgers, they've been scoring a lot of runs here lately, and I think it continues. And I just think that the pitching is not going to matter. I just think that their bats are going to come alive, especially for the Braves. And I think the Dodgers will continue to roll like they've been doing. So I'm going to take the over.
All right, Higgs, you're the tiebreaker. Over or under?
I'm going over. And this is just because as much as Fried is good and we like Atlanta, but the Rays, the Dodgers hit this cat. They hit him. So I'm going to go over. He's going to give some runs. I think Buehler is pedestrian and gives up a 2 spot today. I don't mind. Over the 8. Let's get it done.
Let's get her done. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap, but I want to remind you guys where you can find all of these handicappers. If you're looking for them, Sean Higgs, find him at Mr. Sean Higgs. Also subscribe to his channel, his YouTube channel, Winning Free Picks. I swear I made you a banner and now I can't find it, but I'm going to type it right now. Subscribe. Tell the people what they can find over on your channel every single day.
Midday Money, live 12 noon Eastern. Come on, it's Free Pick Show. Not as entertaining as the Morning Wood Show, but we're on right before Morning Wood, so you can hang out with us and then go see Allie and Lenny when he's over there. A lot of baseball right now, 46-35 in MLB and NBA playoffs, 6-4 run, 57% on the year, so not too bad. I'll take a little bit of the NBA, considering I bet more baseball games in a week than I did the entire NFL season, NBA season so far. So that's just how things are going.
You are insane with it when it comes to with baseball, and I love it. Will you come back on Morningwood on Friday? I'm so sorry I missed you.
Yeah, you're like, oh, make sure you come on. We want you to have it. And then I come in, and it's Lenny. Allie's on vacation for the holiday.
Look at, I have like a whole whiteboard of like Higgs questions that I was writing out. I was like prepared for you for our interview. So I was really sad that I missed you on Friday.
Yeah, okay. I'll come in 1:15. I'll be there.
1:15. Okay, perfect. On Morningwood. And Timothy Earl, you can subscribe to Earl Sports Bets if you want to check out him and his brother Nick, NBA, NHL, and MLB experts over there, and esports. Esports, you've been crushing it with them. Tell the people what they'll find.
Yeah, me and Nick have our show every day at 10 a.m. We go over the NBA slate, the NHL slate, the MLB slate. Just if there's sports going on that day, most likely we're covering it. So lots of stuff going on there, and we throw some other stuff in there sometimes, and we have fun with it. So Yeah, lots of content over at Earl Sports Bets.
Yes, and you can find him on Game Time Decision every day at 5 p.m. Eastern with Nick and Lenny. And Donald Wallace, tell the people, who are you? Where are you from? What you do?
I'm from Mobile, Alabama, down in the South. Actually, right now, I'm currently, a lot of people say I'm in law enforcement, and I also coach high school football.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and this is just a little hobby of mine that a friend of mine, is a former coach of mine. We got into doing this and we liked it. And I'm in the process of creating a channel. I haven't finished it yet, but just trying to get it right. And I'll have that in the coming days.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We love having new guests on, and you're a fun one. So
It could get to be an expensive hobby.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
it could get to be an expensive hobby. Yes, it could. Tim, I wanted to rub it in your face that I overtook you in the handicap baton this week, but I forgot. I forgot about it. All right.
You know, I was waiting. I was waiting for you to mention something because I know that you were 24-10, and I was 23. Huh?
I'm 2-0 today, so now I'm 26.
All right. Okay. Well, before when I was looking at it, because there's
Damn it.
all the standings, and it showed you. It showed you above me.
Yeah.
So I looked at it. I went to do the math, and the 23-9 record has a 23-9-2 has a better win percentage than the 24-10. So slightly. No, I'm kidding. But at the end of the month, we'll see how it
I'm
goes.
really going to do this right now because I'm picking Russian table tennis and I'm crushing it. So just give me my credit where my freaking credit's due, loser. Okay? Thank you.
Wow, I thought you were going to pop you right out of the. I thought the
Try
review
to
was going to
give
come
a
on and
dog
kick you
a
right out
bone.
of the side of the view.
Beep. Just like that. All right, so let's do the recap. Angels, Astros, 8.5. Remember when they agreed those tend to be the money makers on the show? Higgs, Tim, and Donald all taking this one under the 8.5. Phillies, Rockies, 11.5. Tim is going under. He's a lone wolf, but Donald and Higgs are going over. Reds at the Padres, 7.5. Donald's going over. Higgs and Tim are going under on this one. Rangers, Mariners, 7.5. Under, but Donald is over. And then Braves at the Dodgers. Tim's going under. Donald and Higgs are going over. I like that one over too. I don't know, something about it. I feel like it's going to be a battle, and I'm excited to watch game one of that series tonight.
You see an 8 with Bueller and Fried on the hill, and then you have tomorrow with who? Scherzer and Cobb for 6.5.
Yeah, there was a
There's a
6.
6 in some spots.
There was a 6 in that Alex Cobb and Taylor McGill.
Oh, McGill. That's right. It's McGill.
Mm-hmm. Who is it tonight with, or what is it tonight with Kershaw? Just while we're talking about this, it's 8. It was 8.5, and now it's down to an 8. So that makes sense. It got bet that way. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And like I always say, may the best capper win. Good luck, guys.
See ya.